Okay, so I'm here. Still getting a lot of questions. So I'm here to answer them, one question at a time. If you didn't know me before, please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Aziza Kibibi. I recently was featured on an episode of Evil Lives Here called The Other Woman, and it highlighted my experience being sexually abused and physically abused and even emotionally and spiritually abused by my father, MTV award-winning director Aswad Ayinde. He directed the Fugees Killing Me Softly video, some of their other videos too, but he is now serving 90 years in prison. So I've gotten a lot of questions, and rather than try to do a whole entire long video, I'm going to do a video answering questions one by one. Okay. Did you find anyone good enough to be with? Wow. Okay. In short answer, yes, I did. Long answer, I don't know. To find someone good enough to be with, that's kind of a tricky question. I did get married eventually. And if you get my book, or if you've read my book, Unashamed, A Life Tainted, volumes 1 and 2, I explore how the abuse that I suffered, surviving the abuse, affected my relationships and my perspective on men and my relationships with women, my interaction with women. So I would say, for who I was at the time, my first boyfriend was good enough for me to be with. He, I would say, was an experiment. And I did eventually get married, and I had a baby, and I believed I was in love. And I think I was in love. He was my best friend for a while, and then he wasn't. You can read all about it in my book, but long story short, I grew. I learned more about myself, and what I wanted and how I wanted to be treated. And, you know, like Ariana Grande says, thank you, next. That's kind of what it ended up being. I had my experience. I still am grateful for the things that I learned through my ex-husband. And of course, I am in love with the child that we made together. So that in itself was a whole thing, because I had 4 children from my father, who he delivered under less than ideal conditions. So my experience having a son in a hospital, I have to say, in a hospital, was horrible. That in and of itself was just bad, because I had already had 4 children, natural childbirth. So like being restricted to a bed, not being able to get up and move around, and having people try to push epidurals on me, it was not fun at all. But I did it. I had the experience. I learned from it. If I have another baby, it will definitely be by a midwife in a birthing center or at home. But it was what it was. You know, I am grateful for all of my experiences, especially dealing with men. I had to like grow up in that respect fast, quick, and in a hurry, because here I was in my 20s, and technically I had not even been on a first date, realistically. So yeah, I did find love multiple times, honestly. You know, I'm a woman, I'm a grown-ass woman, so I found love in others. I found love within myself. I continue to grow my love with my creator, and that's what it was. So to be continued. I'm currently single. So to be continued. We'll see what's next. Okay. Hey. It's Aziza Kibibi. Don't forget to like, follow, share, and make sure you comment. And if you're watching this video on YouTube, definitely subscribe.